Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Now, this is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break it down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Mike, am I the asshole for using my son's savings to pay the bills? So, Mike, I don't really need advice, or maybe I do, but I want to know if I'm the asshole here. Nah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, yeah, you are. My son is 17 and he's been working at his job for over a year, plus he hustles on the side. Nah, what you mean hustles? Mowing lawns and doing little things to make extra cash. Oh, okay. I thought your son was on some Tariq type time. Nah. So one day, I'm looking in his closet for something and I came across this shoebox stuffed with money. I counted it, $5,600. Nah, he's definitely not cutting grass, but he might be selling it. Now tell me why a 17-year-old under my roof needs to be sitting on that kind of money. So yeah, I took it and I put it towards the bills and groceries. That's nasty work. I'm definitely not here for it. Because this house don't pay for itself, and I'll be damned if I'm struggling while he's hoarding money. Later on, when he realized the money was gone, he had the nerve to text me asking if I seen it. I told him straight up, yeah, that money's gone. I used it for bills, and it's about damn time you start pulling your weight around here. He blew up at me, whining about how he was saving for a car for college. I laughed in his face. A car? That's a luxury, not a need. You ain't grown enough for luxuries when you don't even pay rent. Like this video if you think she's a piece of shit. Then he had the audacity to say he hated me and he couldn't wait to move out. I don't know you and I hate you. I snapped right back. You better watch your mouth, boy, or I'll make sure you don't take anything when you leave. Hey, Mom, you better relax before you get that Menendez brothers treatment. And just to remind him how things run in my house, I asked him what did he want for dinner. He tried to throw in it that I was wrong and his dad was right about me the whole time. But in my mind, he's the weak one because what kind of so-called man lives in his mama's house? A child that you made, that's who. Eats her food, uses her lights, and doesn't hand over some of that money. That's pathetic if you ask me. So Mike, am I the asshole? So to answer your question in short, yes, you are the asshole sprinkled in with a little bit of I'm a piece of shit. Talking about what kind of man live under his mama's roof and don't help contribute. He ain't a man, he's a kid, he's 17, you're bugging out, what are you talking about? He earned that money legally. Now I can see if he's down there pumping on a block, then yeah, you confiscate the funds. Them is ill-gotten. You know what I'm saying? You take them and then say, yo, you ain't gonna be doing that at my house. If you wanna be big and bad, you go live with your pops or whatever. This is a operating inside of the law house. You ain't gonna be down there. But that ain't what he did. You said he was doing little side hustles, cutting grass, painting fences, whatever, I don't know. And he got a job. So he's saving that money. He ain't splurging, he ain't getting fast food, he ain't got a little girlfriend. He doing a mature thing. Because even though he's not a man yet, he's conducting himself like one. Because he knows that when he turns 18, you or his father not obligated to buy him a car, and he know he need a car for college. So instead of him waiting on you or waiting on his pops, he said, yeah, let me get to the hustle now. Let me grind now, stack up the chicken now, so I can buy my own car, which is actually doing you a favor because you know how many friends that I got and their kids are entering their first year of college right now? And they had to buy them refrigerators, trash cans, bedding, all that stuff for their dorm room. Even though they 18, they grown. My boys or my homegirls, whatever, they got kids that age, they had to buy that stuff because them kids ain't have jobs. They was playing sports. They was doing stuff kids should be doing. Your son is out there going to school. I'm imagining he's getting good grades because he's going to college next year. He working a job. I don't know if it's full time, but he working a job and he doing side hustles. And you come across the shoebox full of bread and think, oh yeah, I'm entitled to this because I didn't birth the little brat. Nah, you're bugging out. If I was his dad, I'd take you right down to small claims court and get the lien put on you. You know what I'm saying? Have you paying restitution for the $5,600. Now, what you should have done was asked him, hey, son, where you get this money from? I came across a lot of cash in the shoebox. Why it's not in the savings account, I don't know, but what's going on? Oh, no, Ma, I did this. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're doing the right thing. Got a question. I'm a little bit behind on the rent, groceries, you know what I'm saying? It's getting tight. The economy's trash. Tariffs is kicking in. It's wild for your girl. I hold 500. I'm sure he seemed like a good kid. He'd have been like, oh, you know what, Mom, take 1,000. I'll make that back. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple extra jobs coming up. I don't want to struggle. And take the 1,000, you know what I'm saying? And take care of what you need to. I love you. Oh, thanks, son. And all well ends well. But instead, you didn't took the whole 5,600. Now you trying to go get bar wings down at the little dive bar in your neighborhood, getting happy hour with your girls doing hood rat shit. I already know you a hood rat. I could tell by the way you talk. That's why your baby's dead now with you, because he accidentally shot up the club and regretted what he did and was like, I'm not staying around for this. I'm going to raise my son, but you, I ain't got to deal with. So every Friday, you sing karaoke at the bar with your homegirls, spending your son's 5,600. You're definitely a piece of shit, and you're definitely the asshole, to answer your question. So yeah, when your son leaves for college, don't be surprised if you don't hear from him. Don't be surprised if you don't hear from him for a while. He may just cut ties with you. This is why so many men in America be treating women crazy when they get older, and then the women be like, you got mommy issues. Yeah, because of women like you. You've created the dude with the mommy issues. You done did this, and now he hates women. Now he looking at y'all all like y'all pieces of shit, and y'all and some shorty out there who don't deserve it is getting the backlash from Mom Dukes. Knock it off. Find a way to get your son his money back and make it right, or you run the risk of not having a relationship with him for a long time. Because if you'd have done that with me, you'd have been dead. I'd have dubbed that. Nah, it's cool. I'm going to finish out the semester. I'm going to hide the chicken at my dad's house. And when I bounce, don't call my phone no more. It's over for you. Because now I got to save up all over again to get the whip. Now I'm at the bus stop in the chili. You know what I'm saying? No shorties is fooling me because I don't got the V because of you. Nah, resentment, action, kick in. That's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you are the asshole. And in the meantime, stay alert, stay alive. I refuse to treat my husband's kid like my own. So Mike, me and my husband got 3 kids together. They're all girls. All girls? Yeah, may the Lord be with him. A couple years ago, he cheated on me and ended up with another daughter from that mess. It damn near broke me, but I stayed, I forgave him, and I kept my family together. See, the problem is the other woman swore up and down that he was going to leave me for her. Like this video if you think the husband's full of shit. And when it didn't happen, she's been on a mission ever since to make my life miserable. She'll throw shade, call me out my name, and constantly act like she got some kind of power over me. So my husband had a work trip. A work trip? That's probably how the other kid came about. And it just so happened to fall on the same week his daughter was visiting. So I decided to take all the girls to Six Flags. 5 tickets to Six Flags? Bet that trip cost you an arm and a leg. I went out my way. I bought matching outfits for my girls, did their hair all the same so they could look cute together. But when it came to her kid, nope. She ended up in a different outfit and her hair wasn't done at all. Hey, yo, nah, that's nasty work and I'm definitely not here for it. Why? Because the last time I tried to do her hair, her mom went off on me screaming, don't let that put her hands on my daughter's head. Okay, so yeah, now I'm definitely here for it. So tell me why I'm supposed to keep bending over backwards for someone else's daughter when I can't even touch her hair without being threatened. Then when the mom saw the picture, she lost it, calling me every name in the book, acting like I'm the devil, cussing me out like I'm actually the problem. The fade is probably gonna have to happen sooner or later. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, how bold is it to demand I treat your kid like mine when you're already made it crystal clear I'm not allowed to? What kind of twisted logic is that? Now my husband's mad at me saying I made his daughter feel left out, and I told him straight up, that's not my fault. He's too scared to check that woman, so he dumps it on me. I didn't even have to watch that little girl while he was gone. I could have said no and let her fend for herself. Nah, that's a bit much. That's how you end up on the news at 6 with the child endangerment charge. But I didn't. I did what I could without crossing any lines. And I'm still the bad guy? Please. If he doesn't like it, maybe he needs to finally step up and put that home wrecker in her place. He wrecked the home, not her, instead of leaving me to deal with her mouth every time. So you never really stated whether you wanted my advice or if you were asking me if you were an asshole, so I don't know. But I'll answer both for you. In short, are you an asshole? Absolutely not. You did exactly what she said to do, or actually to not do, and now she's complaining about it. So no, you didn't do anything wrong. You actually didn't have to pay for her to go to Six Flags or whatever. Because I'm telling you right now, if I'm with a shorty and I'm raising shorty's kid and the dad is like, yeah, you don't say nothing to my son, don't touch him, da-da-da-da, I'm not paying for Six Flags. Hey, Mr. Mike, we going to Six Flags? Yeah, me and my kids are. You call your dad and see if he got a ticket for you and tell him to drive you out there with his own fuel, his own gas, and pick you up because I'm not being bothered with you. This is real similar to a story I did like 2 weeks ago about the mom telling the dad he had no authority over the kid. So he stopped doing stuff for her. That's what you should have done. Just stop doing stuff altogether, or tell your husband, yo, if you're not going to be here the week that your daughter's supposed to visit, then she don't come that week. I don't care if you got to go back to court or whatever. I'm not watching your daughter if you're not going to be here because I have no authority. I can't do her hair. I can't do nothing. And I'm not taking my girls out the house where they all look good and this one looks a mess. So the first time, yeah, you didn't do nothing wrong. My advice to you is the three of y'all have a conversation like adults, mature adults. Now, based on what I'm hearing from her, it don't seem like she's mature at all. So that might not go nowhere, but at least you try. And then if that don't work, then just cut that off. You can't leave your husband, but you just say, I'm not dealing with your kid. And then put the pressure on him to either check her or he got to make alternate plans. Oh, I'm gonna be gone this week. Well, then she gonna stay with her mom, or yo, make sure you do her hair before you come here, because otherwise it's gonna look crazy at the Six Flags. Wifey not touching it. Make sure she got the new fit, something clean. It don't even gotta be matching, but make sure it look good at least. I don't know, because you're in a situation where it's like, why is this man allowing his baby's mom to talk crazy to you and not check her? You need to check him, honestly. Don't even talk to her. Don't communicate with her. When he come back, be like, yo, we need to have a conversation. I'm not doing this again. Either you get her in check or you deal with this kid by yourself. End of story. You're lucky I even forgave you. You done went out and shot the club up. I'm saying there's a right way to do the wrong thing. You did the wrong thing the wrong way. That's nasty work. So this all lands back on your husband because he know what kind of woman she is. He already know what kind of woman you are. You mature, you grown, you're caring. She's a hood rat. You called her a home wrecker. Really, he wrecked your home, not her. But all in all, she probably still knew he had a family, and she did what she did. So her morals is already judged. You know what I mean? Already clouded. So you can't expect much from her. Put this on your husband, tell him how you feel, and then go from there. If he don't listen, he don't listen. Just don't do nothing with the kid no more. I bet things change at that point. But in the meantime, baby girl, stay alert, stay alive. I got my girlfriend's sister pregnant. Bro, I know I messed up, but honestly, I don't even feel like it's that deep. Hey, yo, pause. How deep you want it? Before I even met my girl, I had a crush on this joint from IG. What's her Instagram? Nah. It's for market research purposes and whatnot. Now, I never tried to shoot my shot or anything. I just like looking at her, you know? Alexa, play Window Shopper by 50 Cent. So fast forward a few years, I meet my current girl at Top Golf during a group hangout. We vibe, start dating, everything's cool. So about 8 or 9 months in, I find out my old IG crush just so happens to be her half-sister, right? Half? You can't be black talking that half-sister shit. Now, they're not close and they barely even talk, so to me, that don't really mean nothing. But here's where people want to judge me. I got curious. So one drunk night, I slid in his sister's DMs. Nah, that's super duper nasty work and I'm definitely not here for it. She replied back. One thing led to another. We've been linking up behind my girl's back for months now. Cousin Faye fucked my husband. But now she's pregnant. And to be honest, I don't even know if it's mine or not. The lie detector determined that was a lie. But she hasn't exactly said it's somebody else's either. Now here's the thing though. I love my girl. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. Nah, I really do. But at the same time, I wasn't about to pass up on something I already wanted years ago. Like, how was I supposed to ignore that? Everybody want to act all high and mighty, but if you had the chance to smash your long-time crush, you telling me you win? Please. Now I'm in this situation, yeah, it looks bad on paper. It looks bad on paper, and if by paper you mean child support papers, you're right. But I don't feel like I was wrong as people make it seem. My girl don't even rock with her sister like that. So why I gotta be that serious? I just need some game from you, bro. Nah, you don't need me, my man. You need Jesus. Some way to flip this back into my favor. Because honestly, I don't think I should have to lose everything just because I went after what I wanted one time. Well, it wasn't just once, but you know what I mean. Give me some advice. Nah, I like what you did. I like how you gave me a whole paragraph of stuff and then only responded to the one part about they ain't really even that close. That's not the issue, fam. I mean, it is the issue, but you got a girl pregnant behind your girl's back, and that is her sister. So when she has the baby, if she stays with you, her boyfriend's son is her nephew or niece or, you know, whatever. What are you talking about? It's not that serious. You sound crazy as hell. I hope that when your girl finds out what you did, I hope she take the cast iron frying pan, you know, big mamas, nanas, grannies, whatever you like to call her, your mom's mom, whatever cast iron skillet she used, I hope she grabbed that, secure it firmly in the palm of her hand, cock it back, and Mark McGuire your noodle, because you're bugging out. What you mean, how could I flip this into your favor? The only way you walk away from this without being unscathed, for the most part, is if Shorty delete his fetus, you know what I'm saying? And I doubt she does that. She's just as trifling. She knows that's her sister's man. I don't care if they're close, they don't really talk like that. They're biologically related. What, out of all the girls you could have sent the DM to, you thought just because you used to like her, that gave you a pass to try to smash now? You ain't had a heart to say that while you were sober. You had to wait till you had that liquid courage, that 80 flowing through your blood for you to step up and being like, yeah, I see how you be looking at me on the gram. What's up with you though? You probably did some conniving stuff, right? You probably like dangled something out there that will give you just enough plausible deniability in case she ain't take the bait. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, no, I wasn't talking about that. No, I would never do that. Yo, you my girl sister. Yo, what you thought? You really thought I would? Yo, you wild as hell. Like, nah, I just got to unfollow you because you on some other shit. Let me tell your sister how you think. I would never do something like that. That's what you would have had to do as soon as she ain't take the bait. That's probably what you did. And she probably fed into it and was like, yeah, so I mean, my sister don't look better than me. Something like that. And then y'all was wrong. Y'all got it on. Y'all kept getting on. Smashed me on your girl's back for months. You're wrong. I don't have no advice for you, bro. Oh, you know what? I'll give you advice. I'll give you the toxic advice, and I'll give you what you really should do advice. Toxic advice is convince the girl to get an abortion, cut her off. Y'all both agree to go separate ways. She don't tell her sister. You don't tell her sister. Life goes on. That still ends bad somewhere down the line. I know it does, but that's the toxic advice. The real advice is you come clean, lose your relationship. If she keeps the kid, you be a father to that child, and maybe, just maybe, you work it out with her since y'all got a kid together. Y'all liked each other enough for to be smashing for months behind your girl's back. Maybe you try to work it out with her and be a family with her, and your girl get to move on and be with the dude she truly deserves, who don't be doing slime ball stuff like that behind her back. My man, that's my advice to you. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy, and I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment and let me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter in the email provided below, and I'll make sure I read it on a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.